Practice day 3 on Pikes Peak. We're in the middle section. The sun is coming up below us and lighting the cliffs behind us. And we had a good day yesterday. Our plaid was rocking on that lower section. We're in the middle section. It's the shortest section, and it involves the W's, switchbacks, going up to Devil's Playground. Ben Schaefer, team leader, crew chief, and everything else, co-owner with Avi Fisher. What do you think about the plaid? How's it going to go today? What are you looking to do?
Well, the most important thing for us is to get faster every day. Yesterday was really promising. We were 5 seconds faster than last year when we ended up winning our class. So I like seeing us getting faster, getting the car dialed in. This year is very different than last year because last year we had factory air suspension and we had really non-adjustable aero and lots of ground clearance. So this year our team's working extra hard every night getting it dialed in because we have so many ways to adjust our coilover, so many ways to adjust ground clearance and to set up the aero. Yesterday was really the first day where it looked like it was working. So the car definitely is starting to get fast, which is what we expect. And today's a different ball game, as you said. We're trying to figure out the setup for each third of the track. And ground clearance and suspension tuning was something we were working on last night. We raised the rear up, and we're trying today to get to a setup where hopefully it won't change between now and race day. We're trying to kind of find that happy medium between ground clearance, aerodynamics, suspension, reliability for you, and also the balance of regen and braking and thermals. It's really walking a tightrope on the entire setup. The car is actually introducing our latest sponsor, which we'll talk about today. For many years, 20 or so years now, I've been a huge fan of Matt and Trey from South Park. And they had an episode called Casa Bonita about a famous restaurant, which is a real restaurant. And they ended up buying the restaurant out of bankruptcy a year ago and are bringing it back to life. And Casa Bonita is a sponsor. And those are sounds from South Park, Casa Bonita. So our gigantic wing now is a Casa Bonita wing, and we're excited to have really fun, friends to collaborate with. The goal is to get faster every day, but to do it safely and to learn. We might learn some new things today and adjust for the next one. So it's really learning and improving, and just the feedback loop has to be quick. We've got to evolve quickly. And Randy, you've been fantastic telling our team what it needs, giving us the advice we need, and pushing the limits.
Here we are for the third run of practice on the middle section on Thursday. Boom, we go. Incredible acceleration, bumpy in this brake zone after the Cades Cove, that turns dirty. Scooting up the hill to George's corner. The car's stuck. I'm starting to feel really good. You can see a little wiggle there getting on the power. Flat out on the way up through Cave Creek. This is always flat out. I had to back off and even brake because the car's going so fast. Now up a long uphill, we have a bit of a slide. Up towards Elk Park. On the power, it gets a little tighter here, and I'm going so fast I back off a little, back into it again, and then brake about that yellow sign. Super tight corner, almost full lock, wiggle under power. I like that because it knows it's working. Flat out around the mountain, I just keep my foot in it, hard into the brakes. This is ragged edge. It's less than a 90, carrying speed through that corner. Another long, and this is a very steep uphill climb. Not easy to see that on camera. Off camber sweeper into a brake zone, double cut. Using the pull down steering theory that I wrote about in my column not long ago, squirt up the hill. The Plaid is so good at squirting out of these tight corners with the all-wheel drive traction and the huge torque of the electric motor. One gear, no shifting. Short run, the first of the W's, leg one. It goes to the right, got a late apex, and track out to the blue sky. That one always makes me nervous. Keep your foot in it all the way around this next bend. Hard braking, no runoff. Look at that guardrail. There's no room for error here. Full lock, hard into the power. This is blue sky. Keep it in, foot on the floor all the way around. It's hard to do at this rate of acceleration. Leg number three, back to the left. It goes to the right again, but I know this is flat out. This is not quite as tight as the last one. Still hard to do, frankly. And then another full lock hairpin, super tight, hard acceleration. Here, you got to back off and turn. You just need to know the course. tracking out, almost flat through the little kink. I know we are moving. I'm feeling really good about the speed. The downforce is working. The all-wheel drive out of these many switchbacks is working. And boom, across the finish line. Thumbs up. I'm excited. Turns out, second best time overall. Not just in our class. Out of all 80 whatever entries. That's a result of electric power and four-wheel drive, and we're starting to get the up Tesla Model S Plaid to really work. I'm in a good mood, Ben. Everything was perfect. I mean, it felt so fast. I'm still kind of wired. You know, it felt so good, and you told me it really was a quick time.
Yeah, you ran a 2:27, which as of now was fastest of today, but more interestingly, it was second fastest of anyone in any category this whole event. So definitely something to feel good about. Yeah.
Like overall.
Overall second fastest as of right now.
Man, go Plaid.
So we're twice the weight of half these cars, and
at least
it handles. You know, the power was good, but most importantly, it seems like you really, you know, got some confidence around the suspension and around ground clearance, and all things are working on. It's all coming together.
I do. I think the aero is really working.
Yeah, this is the nature of it. You know, we're learning on the fly, but we're getting faster every day, and that's really promising.
I think the weather is going to be the biggest factor from here out.
We got a good car for every environment, I think. And we got a great driver for every environment. Even more important than the car is the driver.
I felt like a king on top of that mountain.